hard work is not why some people finally get money. In fact, for most people, working harder makes it worse. Ever seen someone with an average salary quietly build wealth, while someone earning more stays stressed, impulsive, and stuck? That's not income. It's a pattern. Most people live inside what I call the reaction loop. Check balance, feel pressure, make emotional decision, repeat. Again. And again. It feels productive. It's actually draining you. The moment you break that loop, your finances start changing fast, sometimes before your income does. And if you don't see it, you'll keep upgrading your effort, but never your results. You reach a moment where you stop flinching at price tags and start thinking deeper. You ask yourself if this thing actually earns a place in your life or if it's just another quick dopamine hit. This single shift rewires your personal finance decisions because every dollar now has a job. That's real financial education in action, not some boring spreadsheet stuff. You start seeing money as a trade-off, not a reward. That $9 coffee every morning isn't cheap anymore when you realize it's over $2,000 a year. And suddenly, finance tips feel less abstract and more personal. You're not saying no to things, you're saying yes to what actually matters long-term, which is how a strong money mindset is built. Think about the Wolf of Wall Street. Jordan Belfort never asked if things were worth it, only if he could afford them. That mindset led to fast money and faster chaos. You do the opposite. You slow down, you question impulse, and you choose habits that compound instead of explode. That's financial psychology working in your favor. When you pause before buying and ask, is this moving me closer to freedom or just killing time? Everything changes. You start redirecting money toward books like The Psychology of Money or skills that actually teach you how to make money. And once you feel that control, you'll notice something interesting. Your daily money habits start revealing themselves, and that's where the next real shift begins. You start noticing all the little leaks in your finances, the daily latte, the streaming apps you barely use, those random Amazon buys at 2 a.m. It's like suddenly seeing cracks in a wall you thought was solid. Understanding these habits is the first real step toward control because financial psychology isn't just about earning, it's about seeing where your money actually flows. You track your spending for a week, maybe even an app like Mint or an app, and you start connecting the dots. That $3 smoothie isn't just a smoothie, it's a habit, and habits shape your future. Once you see these patterns, you can start shifting them intentionally, swapping small wasteful habits for ones that serve your money mindset and long-term goals. Think about Moneyball. Billy Beane didn't just pick players randomly, he analyzed every small stat to build winning habits in the team. Your money works the same way, every small habit counts toward the bigger game. Spotting these leaks is your version of scouting, and that's how you take control without obsessing over every dollar. Once you start noticing your habits, you naturally begin to fix what's right in front of you. Maybe you cut out one subscription, maybe you brew your own coffee, small wins that compound. And as you do, you'll see that focusing on habits opens the door to thinking bigger, income, wealth creation, and the next level of financial mastery. You realize that obsessing over coupons and cutting back on every little thing isn't enough. Sure, saving is important, but the real game changer is how much you bring in. Financial education and strong money habits mean knowing how to leverage your time, skills, and opportunities to grow your income, not just trim pennies off your budget. You start thinking about side hustles, investing in stocks like Apple or Tesla, or even learning skills that can earn you more, like coding, digital marketing, or freelance consulting. Every extra dollar earned amplifies your freedom way more than skipping a $5 latte ever could. That's the power of a money mindset focused on growth, not just survival. Remember the pursuit of happiness? Chris Gardner didn't just tighten his belt, he hustled harder, learned the ropes, and created massive income opportunities for himself. You can take the same approach. Strategic moves and calculated risks can change your financial trajectory way faster than endless frugality ever will. As you shift your focus toward earning more, saving smarter becomes almost automatic. You start thinking bigger, planning months ahead, and seeing money as a tool to build the life you want. And when you're ready for that mindset shift, the next step is all about freeing yourself from tying self-worth to your bank balance. You stop measuring yourself by digits in your bank account. You realize your value isn't tied to a paycheck, a stock portfolio, or how rich you look on Instagram. This clarity changes everything. Your financial psychology shifts from stress and ego to calm, intentional decision-making, and you start building habits that actually serve your long-term goals. You begin making choices without shame or fear. Maybe you invest in yourself with courses on personal finance, pick up books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or start networking to expand income opportunities. Every decision is guided by what's smart and intentional, not by the need to impress others or validate your self-worth. Think about Succession. Characters chase power and money to feel whole, but the ones who find clarity and purpose outside their bank balance navigate the game smarter. You can do the same. You detach ego from money, and suddenly, your financial decisions aren't reactive anymore, they're strategic. Once you're free from that pressure, you can plan ahead without fear. You can think in months and years instead of paychecks, envisioning financial milestones and building habits that compound. And as you do, the next step becomes obvious, planning ahead for stability and real confidence. You stop living paycheck to paycheck in your mind and start thinking long-term. You set goals for months and years, not just the next bill. This shift gives you a sense of control and calm, because personal finance isn't just about surviving today, it's about building habits that pay off big down the line. You create simple plans. Maybe you automate savings into a high-yield account, invest in ETFs like VTI, or set up recurring transfers to build an emergency fund. Even small, consistent actions add up. It's like planting seeds today for a forest you'll enjoy years from now, and that's the essence of a strong money mindset. Remember The Social Network? Mark Zuckerberg didn't think about the next lunch. He thought about building a platform that would change the world over years. You take that same long-view approach with your money, focus on growth, strategy, and compounding, not instant gratification. Once you start planning ahead, you see how choices today shape your future. You start taking full responsibility instead of blaming circumstances, realizing your financial life is a reflection of your actions. And that mindset sets the stage for the next powerful step, owning your decisions and their outcomes. You stop pointing fingers at the economy, your job, or bad luck. You realize your financial reality is built by your choices, not circumstances. This mindset gives you power because instead of feeling stuck, you see every decision as a lever to improve your life, and that's where real personal finance transformation starts. You start mapping out what's in your control, budgeting, side hustles, skill building, or investments. You take ownership of your habits and routines, turning mistakes into lessons instead of excuses. That's financial psychology at work. You're rewiring how you think about money and control. Think about Jerry Maguire. Jerry took responsibility for his career and actions, even when the world seemed against him, and it transformed his outcomes. You do the same. Owning your financial choices lets you pivot, adapt, and grow faster than anyone blaming circumstances ever will. Once you fully embrace responsibility, you start guarding your thoughts and words about money, realizing the way you talk about it shapes your reality. That's where mindset truly meets action, and in the next step, you'll see how protecting your inner dialogue transforms your results. You notice that the way you talk about money shapes how you act with it. Negative phrases like "I'll never get ahead" or "money is evil" start to feel heavy, because financial psychology proves that your mindset literally guides your habits. Changing your inner dialogue isn't just feel good, it changes the results you see in your bank account and life. You start catching yourself in real time, swapping "I can't afford this" for "is this worth it?" or "I'm bad with money" for "I'm learning how to make money smarter." These shifts may seem small, but over weeks, they compound into a strong money mindset, improving how you handle income, spending, and investing. Think about The Secret. The film emphasizes the power of thoughts shaping reality, and in finance, it's no different. Your words influence habits. Your habits influence results. Guarding your thoughts is like programming your brain for financial success, and that's where habits and intentional decisions intersect. When you protect your mind and language around money, everything else falls into place. You start spotting habits, boosting income, planning ahead, and taking responsibility with ease. And once you master this, you're ready to dive even deeper into how all these steps create a life where money works for you, not against you. Remember how overwhelming it felt to compare yourself to others? Now you know the only path that matters is yours. You've seen how shifting your habits, protecting your thoughts, and focusing on what truly matters can change your financial life. You're not just saving money, you're building a mindset that turns every decision into a step toward real freedom. Think about what you've learned so far: spotting money leaks, earning more instead of just cutting costs, and detaching your self-worth from your bank balance. Imagine applying all of this consistently, how much stress you drop, how your confidence grows, and how fast your financial goals start to feel achievable. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss tips that can transform your money habits and mindset. And if you're ready to take it further, check out Holistic Health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life. This material shows you exactly how to create passive income streams, eliminate debt, and maintain mental clarity under financial pressure. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. It's your time. Check out the material in the pinned comment to get started and see the real, practical results for yourself.